Warning, medicated mom is going to come soon. I took medicine. I'm waiting for it to kick in. So I was playing a little poker because I have a new poker ID because my other one went kablooey with 4 billion. I had 4 billion and all of a sudden we had a power outage and yeah, I lost it. Finished my tea though. See, I have yellow teeth. But I decided to do Spotify and it said one tough cookie mix. I said, yeah, let's do it. And the second song that came on, not now, I'm enjoying it, but not. Oh, it's gonna give me a message.
That you can listen for free as long as you like. Really.
But you gotta pay.
This isn't a trial. You're free to listen to all the music you want on your phone, laptop, and tablet. Enjoy.
But if you want commercial free, you gotta pay. That's not the song. That's not the song. Am I wrong? Love Spit Love. I don't know that song. This is the one I love. I haven't heard this song in so many years. But my cousin Nicole moved to Georgia and now she's back in Austin. I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Eat me a lot of peaches. Aren't these cute? Eat a lot of peaches. I know people in Georgia. Eat me a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man in a factory downtown. Oh, what? My little way. I eat peaches every day. You know, the presidents of the United States also sing a song called Kitty. I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. He gets really riled up when it's just me and him out here, don't you? This is Bubba. Gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peach, rotten peach in my fist. Woman! Dude, you keep getting antsy and I'm gonna have to put you down. You understand? What a tired boy. Or hi. Yeah. I forgot about this part. Ready? Peaches for free. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. I did it backwards. Oh, he's so cute. That's my Bubbinator. My rescue beast. That's right. Thank you. Oh, you want to call the mom who got him? Peaches for me. Peaches for free. I'll make a call. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Presidents of the United States. Thank you. I Burned by Toadies? The Toadies. I think my ex-husband introduced me to the Toadies. So, speaking of Toadies, I've got a Toadie. I put Toadie back. Maybe you can see it. See, Toadie went back. Toadie went on a journey to the table, but didn't. That's not where Toadie goes. Don't worry about Bubba. He won't go in the pool. He won't. He didn't want to go in that water. He don't. Before I make my phone call to Bubba's mom, who was gifted Bubba, he was Cash. He was Johnny Cash before. OG Johnny Cash. I'm going to call Rain. Wait, how do you work this thing? Oh, Let me show you. Okay. Peaches for me. Look out! Rain didn't know who she was fucking with. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. I am... Oh, that was under there. No wonder it wasn't sticking. That's my sticky notepad. Anybody have a post-it addiction problem? Yeah, that's me. Anybody have a collection of pocket dragons? Yeah, that's me. Oh, this one? I got it in Elliott City before it got destroyed by the second flood. Like, completely destroyed. REM 01. That was REM in 2001. Like it says, Friends Forever, 2001. RM license CWSL. Then TM at RM, handmade. Pocket Dragon, what does it say? Messages? Where's my glasses? Dude, Bubba, don't whine. Yeah, you, where's my glasses? Where are they? I think it says Pocket Dragon messages, because each one of these Pocket Dragons, this one says a message. It says Friends Forever. But on the bottom of the Pocket Dragons, the other ones that I have, it has their names. They all have a message. One's gossip, one is security. It's got a little Pocket Dragon holding a blanket. I'll introduce you to all of them if you guys want to meet all my Pocket Dragons. I will introduce you. Just let me know. Drop a line. Say, yo, Heather. Yo, Captain Mama Frog. I want to see your Pocket Dragons. All right, I'm going to call. You got it. Make sure it's on. This is where you're here. Okay? Then I'm a dollar number. 1-900-976 eat doo-doo. Yeah, $2 for the first minute. What? $25 for each additional minute. Fudge, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. Oh, hey, Rain, calling Heather here. You know, the woman who tried to help you get clean. Yeah, you remember that? You remember that? You slept for 3 days. Yeah, you remember that? That was kind of crazy, right? And then you had to have your security dog, your puppy. That Savage got you. That's right, Savage. Yeah, that fucking dick. Stupid. Don't cut my puppy's balls off. Guess what I did, motherfucker? I'm sorry, Rain. That was the Savage. Yeah, tell him I cut his balls off. Yeah, Cash is now... First of all, he's no longer Johnny Cash because Mom couldn't stand it. You know that. So that's why we named him Bubba. To make it easier. He's looking at the hot tub like... very perplexed. You kept saying... When I asked you what kind of dog Bubba was... You said... He's half and half. I'm like, half what? Half short hair, half long hair. I'm like... What? Teacup Chihuahua. Yeah, right. He ain't teacup, but he's little. He's a Chihuahua. He's 8 pounds. Just a little over 8 pounds. He ain't gonna get a whole lot bigger. I'm telling you now. But if I had any name that I could have picked him, if I had to... First of all, Rain, I didn't want a puppy. Much less a boy. Anybody who knows me knows I only do girls. I got a girl rabbit and a girl guinea pig on purpose in June this year. Yeah. It was Brian's fault. It was always Brian's fault. So, I already had 2, and then you made me fall in love with this little fucker. Thank you. Thank you for bringing me Johnny Cash, and I'm watching him while he's watching the pool. He's not barking. Yet. He's a barker. He's a character. He has 2 loveys that he loves on. The unicorn, which Lizzie had to sew up because he got a little aggressive because he tears her up. Yeah. Lizzie fixed. But since Lizzie had to take Unicorn home, I had to give him a substitute. He found Shine On. Yeah. Remember the pillow that I got? Yeah. He got Shine On. Now he wants to go inside because the door's shut. Yeah. This is your dog. Your boy. That I was helping you with. Yeah. You remember he was covered in fleas, malnourished, all that stuff. Double ear infection with yeast infection. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Who paid for all those vet bills? Me, when I was still working in corporate America. Don't you remember that? I was still working in corporate America. Yep, my dream corporate job. Pension, project manager. Yeah, defined benefits. Right, project manager. Making 6 figures a year. Yeah, that's what I could have been making. But you remember how my body started to fall apart? Well, guess what, sister? Rain, it got worse. It got way worse. Yeah, to the point where I had to quit my job, my corporate dream job. And if anybody knows Heather DeWall, her dream job was to retire from corporate America in a much older age, helping people with their retirement and retirement benefits and survivors. I wanted to help survivors. Right. I started learning the death process when I was a customer service rep. Yeah, but I was only taking pension calls, but I wanted to help with the survivor process because I learned imaging when I first started in May of 2000 because when I started on phone calls, I was bored. On a busy day, I had 8 calls. That was the max on a busy day. 8 calls, 8-hour shift. I was reading books. Yep, novels, because I like to read books. Right, I know, we got the angel book. No. We'll talk about that book later because it's got a whole book. Yeah, we talked. I know. I took you to the art store, remember? Yeah, we'll talk later about that. Okay. So, do you remember I told you that I've been helping survivors? I started my training in May of 2000 helping survivors with right. It was retirees mostly. Yep. My very first client was First Data. And then First Data got bought by Western Union. Or no, First Data acquired Western Union. So I became a subject matter expert on both of those. And they had, right, old frozen pension plans. Yeah, and then I was part of the whole change to, the whole 2005, Enron, right. You remember a little bit of what I was talking about. Okay, that's good. So I remember when I first started as a customer service representative, just taking pension calls. You know what, I'm gonna put this down because I'm gonna switch ears. Taking pension calls. I was taking pension, and this lady called me from Holland. Oh, no, that was a project manager. No, I wasn't a project manager, but it was still First Data. Yeah, right. I know, I worked a lot of years. And I started training adults in 2002. Yeah, annual enrollment benefits. And I was a pension girl. So I had to rely on my 2 seasoned dedicated facilitators who were health and welfare subject matter experts, right? I just used my tools. That's how I did it. That's how I learned. I used my tools and I listened to others. And I'm going to put you inside, Bubba, if you keep... Do you want to talk to your mom? All right, Rain, hold on. I'm going to put him on. Hold on. All right, come here. All right, I'm going to put you on with your mom. Okay, he's ready to listen. You want me to put it? She's talking to you. You just want to smell her? You want to lick her. You want to lick her. He says, I miss you. I miss you. Oh, look at this. Oh, he misses her. He misses you, Rain. But we got him here. Don't get all... You want to smell? Okay, just don't get tangled up in my shawl. I don't get... Oh, sorry. You still there? Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. Now he's licking the phone. Yeah, he's licking the phone. Yeah, there's all kinds of noise back here. That's right. And now he's sniffing everything. Your boy gets into everything. He gets into everything, and he takes the stuffing out of everything. Right. Back to, right, so I've been training adults for a long time. I was in corporate America for 21 years. That's right. With a couple sabbaticals in there. That's right. Yeah, two of them were paid. One from Hewitt. Well, Aon. That was my first one. Right, in 2010. Right. 11 years ago. That's right, 2010. My last day was in October, like October 8th or 7th. Right, that's when my first biological nephew was born, October 8th. And I knew you were going to get he's getting all tangled up in here. I knew he was going to do this. I knew he was going to do this. Okay, I got to go, Rain. See ya. You made me hang up with your mom because you're getting all tangled up in my... See, what are you doing? I don't know where you're trying to go. What is it that you want? And now I'm going to have to wash my hands if you like my hands because I know where you're... Okay, you want to get down now? You know what? I'm going to put you down. We'll just... okay, so that was to Rain. That was Bubba's. Savage and Rain were at a drug dealer's house. And they had puppies. And they were so smart. And they were like, you know what? And I was get one of those. I'll spend $20. I'll buy you a gift. Here, Rain. Savage said, here's your puppy. Here's your puppy. Let me get your little... I don't even know how many weeks ago. He was born in February. And now he's whining and walking. He was born in February of this year. But so was my bunny and guinea pig that I did get. I rescued the guinea pig and the bunny. Me. And they were born in February. Bubba was born in February. Now I have 3. I wanted none. I got 2. And now I have 3. Is right. How do you do this math? I detached. Stop it. You're mocking me at this point. Seriously. These crows and vultures and eagles and oh my. Getting a little warm though. I'm gonna hang this on my phone. So, when you're dealing with people who are unwell, let's just put it that way, unwell. Whether they're drug addicts, homeless because they've got mental health issues, patience is key. Patience is a virtue. So sometimes I do hand symbols, hand gestures. You should know what they are. They're not gang signs. My son's like, you gotta be careful, Mom. That's gonna be gang signs. I'm like, listen, 23-year-old, I got this. I've been at this way longer than you. Do you know what it's like when you're driving down the road in Washington, D.C. back in the 90s and you see somebody flashing your lights? Or no. Tell me if you guys remember this. And I feel like crisscross applesauce right here. Do you remember when we lived in Maryland? That's when I first started to drive, was in Maryland. In 1990. Isn't that right? No, 89. No, the club is the class of 89. Yeah, 89 was the summer I turned 16. That's right. The birds drive me crazy. So that's when I started driving. 89. And there was this thing on the news that said if people are driving without their lights on in DC, Baltimore, or in the general area, don't flash them. Don't tell them because they will tail you and they will kill you. They're going to kill you. Yeah, that was one of them. Or the other warning that we got at gas stations was keep your doors locked because somebody can sneak in the back. And then when you get it back in, they take you away. I'm 16, 17 years old. Watching the news because my parents always watch the news because I'm an Army brat. And my dad was stationed at Fort Meade, Maryland. Retired in 95 after 23 years serving his country. Flying the CH-47 was the CH... That's him scratching at the door. Go. He's 9 months old. 9 months old. He's a puppy. My dad is sick. He's got Alzheimer's. Yep. All right, 1 foot at a time. AVNers, just do it one at a time. Go slow, don't go fast. When you have a vascular necrosis, multifocal, you go slower. Go slow. Take your time. Don't rush. And I need my where's my lip balm? I had a lip balm ball out here somewhere, and I can't find it. And I knew I had it. Oh, I had to put it in my other purse because I keep losing my balls. My balls keep getting left everywhere. So I'm down to my last bergamot. Oh, I can't find my other bergamot. So I'm doing a nail. Somebody taught me this a long time ago. The outside of your nail. So it doesn't have the dirt from the inside of your nail. Does that make sense? It does. Oh, my meds are not kicking in yet. I'm surprised. Or not, because they're at least helping with the anxiety. Dealing with all this shit that I got. And that's Carolinka's. You hear? It's Carolinka. 2 years ago, we lost Carolinka. She turned into a bird and flew away. No, she wasn't just any bird. Oh no, not Carolinka. She's a magical bird. Very magical. She was so vibrant. Vibrant. And full of life. Her son was only 8 years old when she died. 8. And left her Mikey. That's what she called him. She told Mike's, they weren't married, and Mike was dating other people, and she was sick and battling cancer, and they were in love once, but she always loved him. Always loved my brother Mike. And she told my brother's girlfriend at the time, Spam, you can have him now. You can date him. They were going to move in together. It didn't work out. You can have him now, but he'll always be my Mikey. And he was. And during her celebration of life, my brother, Mike, gave the best speech about Carolinka. And her twin sister couldn't make it from Czech Republic. But her brother Mark and his son Christoph did. And I got to meet them. And my brother, after the speech, which he kept his shit together the whole time. Now he's Mike G Trivia. So if anybody knows Mike G Trivia from College Park, Thornton Park, any of those places, you know my brother is resilient. And my brother is strong. And my brother can talk to anybody about anything. Sports especially. My brother, oh my God. Challenge my brother to any sport. Talking about any sport. My brother Mike will win. But he kept his shit together while he was delivering the eulogy, the speech of celebration of life of Carolinka. And there was I don't know what that was. An ash. And afterwards, I saw him inside his head because I know my little baby brother. And he got off the stage and I'm like, I gotta go. And so I told Jim, I'll be back. I could see it and I'm like, I'll be back. And then when he got off the stage and I went over around the corner, and I just grabbed him and he just cried. I know how hard that was for him. Because Carolinka was the brightest sun who met and fell in love with Mikey. Paula, I don't think he stole. She didn't steal. You had already given up. You guys were together for like 10, 11 years. God, remember the place you moved in together? You lived here and I passed your old apartment every day to work. Corporate America, Hewitt. And I would think of that. I also thought of my Asian Mafia crew from when I first moved here in 96. You guys were awesome. 5 from different Asian countries. And we would go to Denny's and they're like, oh, look at you with all these Chinese people. I'm like, I don't even think any of them were from China. Maybe one? I don't remember. It was so long ago, but I'm like, what a hickey thing to say. Sorry, uneducated, working at Denny's as a waitress. There's a lot of smart people who work as servers in restaurants because they make more money at fancy ass places that my brothers worked. My brother Mike up in Tallahassee worked at a fancy wine room. So if anybody ever asks about my cork art, Lizzie helped me with that. That's the hummingbird. That started on November 8th. That hummingbird had not talked until November 8th. And I got it on video. And I've got lots of video. But that one came alive in the fall on November 8th. And Nate's following me around. Saturday night, I went to my second Corvette crew gathering in a magical house that's like a museum. It is, hands down. I got so much footage. And we had the best freaking night. I had so much fun. Thank you guys so much. I met Deb and Jim. It was their house. Deb and Jim. And they renewed their wedding vows and had this big picture on the wall, which I have video of Jim walking me through their vows. Oh my God, it's adorable. They renewed on December 8th, 2018. But that wasn't their actual anniversary. I think their actual anniversary was the 5th, if I remember correctly. Or it was 5 days. There was a 5 in there. But this house had all of my favorite things. I'm gonna start with my first favorite. My love of Coca-Cola. Oh, and then A&W root beer. I found an A&W and Snoopy. Snoopy on the table. Big giant Snoopy. But the things that made me cry, besides all the pirate stuff everywhere, because I'm Captain Mama Frog, besides the pirate stuff, was the mobile gas station Pegasus. Because Columbia, Maryland, there was a hidden gas station in Columbia. It might still be there. It was a mobile. I don't know. I haven't been there in 10 years. I haven't been back to Columbia in 10 years. No, I did. Totally did. What year was that? Savvy Chase. When did we meet up? I went to Johns Hopkins for my vasculitis. For my sinus vasculitis. And that was 2017. That was just after the flood, the second flood, the Elliott City flood. And since I'm recording this and it's on my time, it's my confession, it's mine, I can look it up. Mine. Elliott City flood. There was 2, 3. How many? Holy shit. There was a whole lot. All right. In the afternoon of May 27th, 2018, after over 8 inches of rain in a span of 2 hours, the historic Main Street in Ellicott City, Maryland was flooded just before the new flood emergency alert system was supposed to become operational. 1 death. Okay. 2018. Okay. Hold on. Death. All right. Is it going to... This is it. I'm gonna cry. The Baltimore Sun. National Guardsman heroism in Ellicott City flood recalled as the most Eddie thing ever. I can't remember his name. I didn't know him. I never met him. But I hung out with a whole lot of people who did. Because my cousin, Jesse Erbacher, that everybody in Columbia might know, Jesse Erbacher was friends with them. Shocker there, Mike. Jesse lived in Ellicott City. Jason. Eddie. When a massive flood hit historic Ellicott City on Sunday, Sergeant Edison Eddie A. Hermond rushed to help. Local shop owner Kate Bowman told the Baltimore Sun that Herman tried to rescue her as the torrent gushed by so loud she could barely hear. The 39-year-old National Guardsman, an Air Force veteran, was washed away by the floodwaters. His body was found Tuesday morning in the Patapsco River, according to Howard County Police. He had drifted to Catonsville along the river road about a quarter mile from Frederick Road. That's all it says about that. But that's not all I'm going to say about that. My cousin Jesse had told me that they're having a memorial for Eddie at Clyde's. And I asked Savvy to drop me off because I wanted to catch up with Savion. I met up with Savion and Chase to have a drink, and Savion drove me through Meriwether, and because he's a police officer. But yeah, there was another police officer that stopped us, and he only stopped us just to ogle Savvy's truck. It was like these men were having truck hard-ons. They were like, "Oh, this is the truck I want." And Savion's like, "Yeah, yeah." It was so beautiful seeing these two men. So then we get to Clyde's. And if you know Meriwether Post Pavilion, Columbia Mall, Clyde's, you drop me off out front in this ginormous truck. Ginormous truck. It's so big. And I climbed down out of it like a chariot. Like it was my pumpkin coach. And my cousin Jesse was talking to this guy who's in a band. And they were both really sad. And then I came down. And Jesse was like, "Hey, like, you guys look like you could use a hug." And I hugged him. And then we went inside. And I got to meet a whole bunch of people. And one guy, he goes, "Weren't you just at this other place?" I said, "Yeah, with two of my friends from high school that I graduated with." He's like, "Yeah, I saw you there." I was like, "Oh, cool." I guess he noticed me. I was way more pounds then. I was like 190. I'm under 150 now. Thanks, medical issues. Winning! Winning! That's what Gen Xers do. They win. Like Wolverine. Are you really an X-Gen? I don't know. You were in Les Mis with Anne Hathaway, which I get lady boners for Anne Hathaway. I'm just saying, the devil wears Prada, but I will wear Anne Hathaway. Just kidding. But in Les Mis, I laughed, I cried. But the part with Anne Hathaway, Exactly. Elliott City was the first place I went to when I was 17. I went to the mental hospital. But I didn't go to the facility, like the hospital. I went to a doctor that was located in the back of the mental resort. It looked like a resort. There were like little hutches and stuff. And I didn't know anything about, I was 17. I didn't know anything about mental illness or anything. But because I had taken too many Tylenol pills, because I saw my 2-year-old cousin, 2 year older than me, cousin, who is depressed. She does have depression. I don't have depression. I'm not bipolar. But she does have some other different instability. I have ADHD. Totally different. But I had the idea put in my head. And I was having a really bad, what I didn't know is called seasonal depression. Anybody who has been in a dark state for too long, and I wasn't used to being in a dark state. I just moved. I moved around my whole life. So I lived in all these different places. And here I am on year 2, and I was a junior in high school going through some shit. And I said, I could just take some Tylenol. I only took 10. I didn't know any better. But I got nervous, and I called my mom. She's like, "I'm coming to get you." And they took me to the Fort Meade ER. And I drank some charcoal stuff and shit black for a while. But she's like, they're like, "You need to see a psychiatrist." Take it to a psychiatrist. Go talk to your professional. And she did. And I went there when I was 17 in Elliott City. And the lady said, we talked. We only needed 1 session. By the end of that hour, she goes, "Heather?" "Yeah?" "You shouldn't be in here." I said, "No." She goes, "I don't know if you know how that conversation went, but you just talked through everything and worked it all out yourself." I went, "Yeah, I'm pretty smart, huh?" That's what I didn't realize. She had planted that seed that I can figure this out on my own. On my own, pretending she's beside me. When the chimes come, I'm not alone. I'm not. This tattoo, Jason Orr from high school, that's for him. He turned into a hummingbird, and that's a hummingbird, and it didn't start talking until the 8th, and I don't know why. November 8th. Jason Orr died on 4th of July. And for those who knew Jason Orr but didn't know what was going on, he was suffering from a rare medical condition called MSA. MSA. I might butcher this. Muscular syndrome dystrophy or something. I don't know. But it's basically when your whole body fails you. And he was in a hospital, in and out, and it was in for years. And in 2018, I told him, I was like, hey, I want to come by and see you. But I was vasculitis. I was Johns Hopkins. I was doing things, and you had limited time that you, I'm talking to him like you, Jason. There was limited time. And my trip wasn't very long. And my mom came with me, and my mom and my aunt came with me to Johns Hopkins. That was an adventure. But I wanted to see you, Jason. And because I didn't get to see you then, this June, and I hope you got to at least see it, I did get a tattoo in Gainesville, at the Gainesville Mall at a place called Savage. I got a hummingbird in watercolor, because I'm an artist. And she was going to do the name in black. And this other girl goes, you're going to do it in black, right? And she walked away, and then I told my artist, I said, dude, no, blue. You need to do Jason's name in blue. And then when the other girl came back, she goes, oh, the blue looks really good. Good choice. And then she walked on by, and I looked at my artist, and she's like, it is better. I said, I know. I'm an artist. I am a variety artist. People, some entertainers hate that. Like when I was doing stand-up comedy, like, what kind of art do you do? I'm like, variety. Like, oh, variety. I'm like, you don't understand. The very first art I got introduced to was in Alabama when I was in 7th grade, okay? I picked the easiest picture to do, felt tip. Take a little tiny animal and blow it up. Nobody's there. And you brought me for no reason. I should get my painting today. It needs to be in my room. Let me see if my ex-husband's home. I can go across the street and get it. Yeah, gonna do that. See ya.